What's up, my pleasant viewers? On this very pleasant morning, I'll be going to, Lake Pleasant, Arizona. The forecast says it'll be mostly cloudy skies, which should be interesting. That could go either way, good or bad, so we'll find out. Let's get cracking. There's a lot of cloud obscuring where the sun would rise in about 15 minutes. So I don't think I'm gonna get a spectacular sunrise shot, but I might be able to pull off a blue tone, more calm image with the water in the foreground with some cacti, and the sky is at least interesting. So we'll probably be able to pull off a shot. It's not what I'm going for necessarily. It'll still look nice. Let's get set up. So I was able to kind of find a composition overlooking Lake Pleasant and the background, and I have some interesting foreground. I have a couple of cacti, different types of cacti that are in the foreground leading you into the lake. So the problem is that the light is clearly not going to happen at all. There is some interest in the sky, so I'm going to try to capture that a little bit. It will add something to the image, but I'm not going to get that fiery orange, yellow, red burst in the sky to reflect off the lake. It's basically just going to be shades of blue again. So it will still be a nice, calming, peaceful sort of vibe, but it's not exactly the composition or feel that I'm going for. I might try to come back to this location and get a good sunrise shot over the lake because there's so much potential here. I really can't miss this opportunity. So I have my camera set up way down here, perched a little bit precariously on the side of this hill, and the scene that I'm looking at is right here. I do have this cactus in the front in my composition leading you to this one, which leads you then to the lake in the back and ultimately the sky. So it leads you into the scene nicely. I feel like it works. It's well balanced. We got the nice hill on this side of the screen that balances with the hills on this side of the screen. It feels all nice and tidy, but the problem is the light, which is the main thing you want in a good composition. For now, I'm shooting wide open at 17 millimeters to try to capture all that in one frame. There are also going to be some nice details because you have such a wide open vista over that lake. I'm going to try to pick out some details across shore, maybe tie that in with something on this side of the shoreline, see if I can make a nice composition with depth. I'll probably pull out my 70 to 300 lens and see if I can capture any of those little details. So we'll do a little bit of both. So as I was waiting for the good light, I was looking around and I noticed a little path behind me. And I'm like, what did that go to? And of course, that's the path to the top of the mountain. Lesson learned. Always look around you, behind you particularly. Although it was very dark, I could not see that path behind me 20 minutes ago. But I'm seeing it now. There's a little bit more light going on in the sky. I'll try to make it to the top as soon as I can. See if I can pull off a composition. Made it to the top. It is an absolutely lovely view from up here. Just spectacular. The sun is rising there and we're not going to see it at all. And my issue is now is this giant bush in the foreground. It's kind of ruining my composition. I want to get the cactus that's coming up in the foreground a little bit to the left or to the right of that little island in there with nothing blocking it, but I really can't seem to find a spot from the top of this mountain. So I'm going to try to scoot down a little bit, see if I can pull something else off. And there's a lot of good compositions that could be had if I just turn around and fire off something in different angles here. I know it's very windy, I'm sorry for that, for the audio quality, but we'll see what we could do at the top, make our way down again, and try to get something nice. So of course, starting to head down, I came across something cool in the distance that I want to try to get with my zoom lens. You'll be able to see it on my camera on live view here. What I have going on is this really abstract kind of scene where there's two islands in the middle of that lake that kind of form this nice little Z curve. You can see the water is forming a letter Z, and we got this nice cactus in the one in the front. It's kind of abstract, kind of clean and nice, and I'm going to try to capture that, and then we'll keep on moving down and see what else we could find. Let's do this. headed down the mountain now. Just gonna try to make it back to the car pretty quick. But I got my camera on my strap around my neck right now. It's light enough that I don't need to pull out the tripod to set up a shot. I can get a very sharp image even with the light that I have right now. So I'm basically just gonna keep going down the trail and trying to pick out details that I see along the way. And if I get some decent shots, you'll see them on the screen. If not, I'll be back in the car. See you in a bit. Back in the car, headed out of the Lake Pleasant area, and I'm not sure about the images I got. Obviously, we'll get back to the computer and check them out, but the light did not happen today. It could have gone either way, and the way it went was bad. The clouds were obscuring the horizon pretty much the entire time. There was a little bit of light peeking through the clouds, but not enough to really make a compelling, dramatic scene. So the images we'll get today are probably more going to be in the realm of calm, peaceful, blue tone sort of look. So we'll get back to the computer, see what we got. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next landscape adventure. Out.